the sun. Therefore, we are grateful to life. To begin our service, we'll start with our meditation. But to begin with, we need to remind ourselves of our protocol. We have 4 doors in total. Behind me, we have 1 door. At the left hand, we have 2 doors, and ahead of me, we have 1. They are all fire exits. In case of any fire outbreak, we gently walk through these doors and meet at our assembly point, which is the Fig Marsh, close to the Goring Park Avenue. Now, we have 2 washrooms, which is outside the building, but within the premises. In case you want to ease yourself, you feel free to go through these doors and make yourself comfortable. Now, to begin our meditation, shall we be all up, standing and sing from Christ age 19. Christ age 19. Blessed assurance, victory is mine. Blessed assurance, victory is mine. 2. Blessed assurance, victory is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of his kingdom, promise of love, born of his spirit, image and light. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. Perfect submission, perfect delight, visions of rapture, best on my sight. Angels descending, spring from above, echoes of mercy, whispers of love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. Perfect submission, all is at rest. I am my Savior, I'm happy and blessed, watching and waiting, looking above, filled with his goodness, lost in his love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Maker all the day long. God bless you.
God bless you.
Today, I'll remind ourselves, we'll be giving we'll be citing our vision call by ourselves. Today, the kids are busy. God bless you. Our meditation for this morning is soul awareness and engagement. Soul awareness and engagement is a powerful technology that gives you the ability to be in dominion over yourself inner of your mental, emotional, and sensorial world. It also allows you to experience the I in you, to participate fully empower you from within. As we all be comfortably seated with our eyes still open, shall we observe our breathing, feeling the air at the tip of your nostrils, scanning through your body from the sole of your feet to the crown of your head, observing your breathing surrounding your sensational body. And as you are in this consciousness, shall you cite after me? I invoke God to do God through my life. I invoke God to do God through my life. I invoke God to do God through my life. I invoke God to do God through my life. With our eyes still open, shall we turn our heads within this room and focus on an image, a picture, a flower, any object, a smell, a scent, the sound of it, feeling the air hitting your physical body. And as you focus on this image, hearing the sound of it, the color, the touch, and sight from within, I am experiencing my environment. I am experiencing my environment. I am experiencing my environment. Now, with us seated comfortably on our seats, shall we gently allow our eyes to close, focusing our attention between the two eyebrows, that is the third eye center. Now, feel a pinch of your body. Feeling the pinch of your body, you cite, I am experiencing my physical body. I am experiencing my physical body. I am experiencing my physical body. Now, be in your emotional plane. Be in the feeling of one's feeling joy, happiness when you first touch your child. The feeling of joy, happiness when you saw your payment, your first payment in your bank account. The feeling of when you said yes to your spouse or your partner. The feeling when you first had a toy, the happiness, the joy, and sight. I am experiencing the feeling of my emotional plane. I am experiencing the feeling of joy, happiness in my emotional plane. Now, bring in a thought that of your dream house, a thought of a brand new car, a thought of a successful business ideas. And sight. I am experiencing the thinking thoughts of my mental plane. I am experiencing the thoughts of thinking from my mental plane. Now, bring in a thought of pain, a thought of sadness, the feeling of being angry. Let this pain that is upsetting you, feel you, be in that feeling tone. Bring in that thought of this anger, of this pain. As you are in this moment, pause. And allow the feeling of joy, happiness, fill you, take over. From the feeling of pain. And sight. I am experiencing health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. I am experiencing health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. Let the I command you to experience this joy and happiness. Let the I command you to experience health, wealth, and wisdom through your life. Now, at this moment, let us bring in the elements. Let us experience the elements. Let us enjoy the elements. Now, to begin with the air. Feeling the air around, breathing in and through you. The sound of the air. The feeling of the air. And sight. I invoke God in the element, in the air. I invoke God in the air. Breathing in and through me, in every cell, tissue, and organ of my body, with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. I invoke God in the air, breathing in and through every cell, tissue, and organ of my body with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. Now bring to mind the sun. Absorbing the energy that is radiating from the sun. How you are feeling the energy radiating through the sun to your body and sight. I invoke God in the sun to transform and transmute every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. I invoke God in the sun to transform and transmute every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. Now to the waters. Enjoy the waters rolling, its freshness, its fullness in every fiber of your being. the freshness, experience the freshness and its newness and sight. I invoke God in the waters, renewing, restoring, and refreshing every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. I invoke God in the waters, restoring, refreshing, and restoring every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. Now to Mother Earth. Feel the stability of Mother Earth, pouring its unconditional love, providing the discovery and undiscovered medicine, providing all the materials, the resources, the nutrients, and sight. I invoke God of the earth, giving stability, showing unconditional love in every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. I invoke God to the earth, giving me stability, providing the unconditional love in every fiber of my being with health, wealth, and wisdom through my life. Soak yourself in this moment. And let the I take full control of your being. See the I radiating in all areas of your life. Brethren, we are about to come out from this session. Please come all the way to the present. Be conscious of your being. Feel the warmth in this room, the person sitting close to you. Tapping your left foot 3 times on the ground. Doing the same to the right. Taking in a deep in and out breath. We gently allow our eyes to open. God bless you. Shall we be upstanding to cite our vision call? Shall we be upstanding? Shall we begin? The Etherean Mission Vision Call is a statement of faith. Its message directly appeals to the soul and empowers it. In it is embodied the Etherean Christ vision, which states,
See the good and the divine in yourself and in all of life.
Life is at Congress, working for our highest good and the good of the universe. We are here as conscious and active participants in life's efforts to establish the kingdom of God, which embraces all of humanity, irrespective of their race, creed, or culture here on earth. We are the divine expressions of God, determined to make this happen through the practical applications of our Christ vision, which adjusts us to see the good and the divine in ourselves and in all of life. We declare, knowing it to be true, that our lives are good, our good is getting better, and our best shines. We are here on earth to do God and be because of truth and love, and so we are.
And so we are.
So we are.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Shall we be seated? It's now time to have the teaching for the day. And we have the person giving us the teaching for the day is our Reverend Samuel Akwa, who will be taking us through the glory of death. The glory of death. But before he takes on the podium, shall we be all stand and sing from Christ's Age 116. We sing the first, the fourth, and the fifth verse. The Lord's my shepherd, I not want to. Lord's my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie in pastures green. He leadeth me the quiet waters by. My table thou hast furnished in presence of my foe. My head thou dost with oil anoint, and my cup overflows. Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me in God's house forevermore. My dwelling place shall be. Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me, and in God's house forevermore my dwelling place shall be.
God bless you. Yes. Goodness and mercies all my life shall surely follow us. And in God's house forevermore our dwelling place shall be. When we say in God's house our dwelling place shall be, it is not just the church premises. It is we holding the consciousness that everything that we do will be an expression of what God is as our lives. That is what we dwelling in the presence of God simply means. I welcome everyone here to Ethereum Mission UK once again, and to our online family, I welcome you as well. This is Ethereum Mission, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment and Life Mastery. Our vision is that of a unified world in which everyone is a catalyst that is activating and promoting the innate good in one another. It is a beautiful vision that has put us on a mission. And in that mission, we grow visions and we transform lives. If this is very well with you, I will encourage you to visit us at our temple, Ethereum Mission UK, 58 Gorange Park Avenue, Mitcham CR4 2DG. Today, we are back to our metaphysics after our healing service last week, we are back to metaphysics. And today's topic is quite a challenging one. It's a challenging one in a sense that the very moment we hear what is about one way or the other, it gives us some mixed feelings. It's about death. That is today's topic. It is about death. And we say the glory of death. The glory of death because we know to live is for Christ and to die is gain. That is what Scripture tells us. How can dying be gainful to anybody? I remember when I lost my mom years ago. It was a big challenge. I had gone to Ghana in April to go see her, and then when I came back, less than 3 months, I was just even driving on the motorway, and then I had a call that she's passed on the motorway, driving all alone. And I was told my mom is passed on. It was a big blow. It was a huge one. And I'm very certain each and every one, they say death is like rain. When the rain falls, it doesn't fall in one person's house. We all have tasted death one way or the other. And what you have tasted is not going to be the end. We will continue to taste death as long as life is possible. Because life is made possible because of death. What we want to establish in this teaching is to dissolve all the fears that we have when it comes to death. Truly, truly speaking, when we hear death, are we okay? Okay, all right. When we hear death, wow, it's like we are losing something in this life. But I'm very certain the Etherean, as of now, if not fully, seeing death as a gain, as a way of we moving to higher consciousness. We are still in the process and we will soon get there. Death is not the termination of our lives. Scripture will tell us we were created in the image and spiritual likeness of God. What we know is God is spirit, and the spirit of God is eternal, is immortal, is imperishable. And if we are created in the image and likeness of God, then there is a part of us that never dies. Our bodies are simply the vehicle through whom that true essence of God is being used to be able to express what we truly are as God entities. When death comes, as I said earlier on, to the physical mind or the physical being, it is like a loss unto us. But let us go beyond that and see death as you planting a seed in the ground. To the physical eye, the seed is lost. But under the earth, the seed is going through transformation. It's going through some changes. And with that changes, it grows, becomes more of itself for the greater benefit of what? Humanity. So look at death from that perspective. And also see it as just you moving from one consciousness to the other. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita of the Krishnas, okay, they teach that the soul was never born. And if the soul was never born, it means it will never die as well. We have, for many a time, considered or seen ourselves as our physical bodies. And because of that, because we see ourselves more as our physical bodies, when death is coming, or when we are aging, we think we are losing ourselves. It's quite unfortunate that Because we are so much consumed with seeing ourselves, our truest self as our physical bodies, many spend so much time, so much money, so much resources trying to reignite their youthful, figures. We spend so much time to do that. And for some reason, when life brings you here and you may not have big boobs or big bums, because the world now sees the physical part of ourselves as what we are, some people go through the surgeries just to expand whatever life gave them in its original essence. But our truest essence, which is the Spirit of God within us, was never born. That was in the beginning. It is the same breath of God that breathed into man in the beginning. It's the same breath of God that formed us. So that part of us is never, never ending. And that is the immortal part of our being. So in this teaching, we want to erase death as something that we should fear in our minds. When we erase this fear from our minds, it awakens us to our spiritual essence, some power within us. Look at it this way. A child may be scared of darkness, but the very moment we turn on the light, there is comfort. Through this teaching, we will come to that awareness that this is what death is all about. And it opens us up to what we have to do while we are here. Our guru will tell you, why must you live if you don't even know why you are alive? Why must you live if you don't know why you are alive? There was a time I did a little survey with a few people, and I was asking them, in a few words, tell me, what is life all about? What is life all about? We have a song in our Ghanaian, one of our Ghanaian songs, he says, and saying, means let us make merry, let us enjoy ourselves, let us have fun, because in the coffin, it is hot in there. I don't know if the physical body without the spirit will still feel the heat in the coffin. But as they say, we will tell ourselves what we need to tell ourselves in order to continue what we want to do. So we will tell ourselves things that will make us continue feeding the physical being. So let us enjoy ourselves. That is what we will tell ourselves. But the very moment we go through this, we will come to that place of knowing that death has always been part of the equation of life. If it weren't death, you wouldn't be here this time. Because there was once a time you were an idea in the mind of the Creator. And in that moment that you were an idea, you came into formation when you entered into your mother's womb for 9 months. Some of us, we stayed there, we were too in a hurry to come out. So I'm told that I stayed there for only 7 months. Yes. Some of us, we were in so much of a hurry to come and enjoy the human life. Now look at it this way. I died to the placenta life when I exited my mother's womb, in a hurry to come and enjoy the human life. But when I come here and I get accustomed to the enjoyment here, I don't want to die to the spiritual life again. I don't want to go. That is what we have become. If your mom is alive and you are now, say, traveling back home to go and see your mom, the very moment you know that your mom is back home, say Nigeria, Ghana, wherever, and then You jump on the aeroplane, going, you feel happy, don't you? When you are going to see your parents or your family. You are so happy. Because you are going back home, isn't it? You are going back to your source. You are so happy. How come human beings, when the time comes for us to go back to our source, you know your source? What is your source? God, isn't it? Source power. We came from God, didn't we? And it is through death that we finally exit and go back to God. Now, if you are going back to what you came from, why should you be sad? We should be happy. And the truth of the matter is, no matter what we do, we could die. What will the wave do that it wouldn't go back to the ocean? The wave that emerged of the ocean will come to the shores. Or when you are at the seashore and then you see the waves coming, every wave has its own style. They have their own beauty. And then when they finish everything, they go back into the sea, the ocean. It is like we. When we emerged from this creative, loving, intelligent power to that stage where we die to the placental life and then we come to this human life, the human life is the shore where we come to express the virtues of God. The human life is the shore where we come to express our God essence. It is where we come to also contribute to the beautification of life. And when all is done, we have to return. Here, we are ambassadors of life. I don't know if we have an eternal ambassador of life in this world. Ambassador of a country in this life. We have various ambassadors. Okay, so sometimes your tenure will end when the government in power is off the scene. So if, say, you are an ambassador of Ghana to the United Kingdom, at most, okay, if in our part of the world, at most 8 years, you are gone. Because we have made it in such a way that after 8 years, one party must go, another must come. So at most, 8 years, you will go. You are not going to stay there forever. So likewise, we are ambassadors of life. And we are here representing life. We are here on the duty of life. When we do our duty very well and the time comes, we will be called back to base. And when we are called back to base, that is when we die. So certainly, death is something that we should learn to embrace. We have various types of death. The first one is a physical death. I've spoken a lot about that. Sometimes when you are growing, Rakofi, how's the joints? Is it still okay? You still have it, yeah? Excellent, yeah. You see, Tony, I don't know. When you are young, I know you could be running like 20 miles per hour, you know. But now, the very moment you try to push yourself to 20 miles per hour, yes. That's old age. The old age comes in, and then we know we are going. Well, I don't align myself with that, but they say Scripture will tell you were given 70 years. So the very moment you get to 70 years, you know you are getting closer and closer to death. So old age, sickness, and accidents can take us away. Yes, they can take those things can take us away. Now, when it happens, we shouldn't be so much sad. It is just a departure to another world, another phase of this life. Many a time, when someone dies through an accident, they say, when it comes to death, when even the person dies at 120 years, they still see it as a sad moment. That very moment comes we feel that life does not love us. In that instance, when death comes, I'm told there was a time one of the members lost their mom, and then they went to the guru just to cry a little bit, and then they started, "Why me? Why me? Why me?" And the guru asked the person, "Why you? So whose mom should go?" Whose mom should go? We think when death comes, oh, life is deserted us. But look at life this way. We are now getting into, or we are now in a new season. And in this season, we have seen leaves falling off trees. Haven't we? Yes. Now, these leaves that are falling off the trees, they are still within life, isn't it? They are still within life. They are not beyond life. They are still within life. And these leaves that are falling off the ground, they will turn into manure to regrow life again, isn't it? Sometimes when we grow, and we move away, we forget that we go back into the elements that formed us. Some of us, when we die, we want to be burnt. If you are burnt, which element is consuming you? Fire. If you are buried, which element is taking you? The earth. I didn't even know this. Someone told me when you get closer to the cemetery, the oranges that grow over there, they are so sweet. They are so sweet because the earth has converted the human body into. Hey, Rebecca. The earth has converted the human remains into manure to fertilize. So the land over there is just organic. It's organic. Perhaps we should think of farming near cemeteries. We will have greater yields. So yes, look at life, death, from that angle. That angle that it is life's own way of doing pruning. And in this pruning, life's essence is reignited once again. So when you die, you go back to the elements and you fertilize the earth for us to enjoy some wonderful meal afterwards. You see, human beings, we call it anthropocentrism. We feel we are above or we are even better than all other units of life. But as I said earlier on, life is made possible because of death. When you have your plate of food on your table, do you consider the death that has taken place for you to have that meal on your table? Who lives upon Chinkrakra? Oh, yes. We have to kill the aponchi, the goat, for you to enjoy. Something has died for life to continue, for life to sustain you. But when your time is due to go, hey, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And it's because of something very basic. When we live in the awareness that death is not our end, it's just a way of we moving to another consciousness. It makes us live to our truest essence. It makes us live in love. It makes us live in harmony with one another. And it's like you being in school. When at the start of your term, you begin to start revising. When you go to class and your teacher gives you the coursework or what have you, the moment you come home, you don't leave your books there. You begin to revise. So you go with the lectures. You go with the lectures. You go with the lectures. Anytime that you are told that there is going to be an examination, you are not worried. But the very moment you do not prepare, and then you are being told today, we are going to do exams. Hey, it's wahala for you. But to the prepared mind, to the prepared student, the thought of examination does not scare them. To the conscious soul, to the soul that is living up to what God is ordained us to do, when death comes, we embrace it. When you are living consciously, our guru will say, when you are consciously participating in your life, when death comes, you embrace it. Because you know death is not against you. It is only preparing you for the higher stage of life. There are moments that we can even be living like this, but we are dead. We call it death in the mind, or carnal mindedness. Some of us, we are so much into material accumulation. As I said earlier on, we think what we own materially defines what we are. So today, if I buy this designer wear, I get the fans. I get all the acknowledgement when I go for parties. And tomorrow, when I'm going for another party, no. I'm not going to wear what I bought the other time for me to get that fans. I will have to buy another one. There are some people that they are so, we treated obsession and possession. They are so obsessed. It's gotten into possession that they wear every dress one time. You will not see them wearing the same thing once again. Our celebrities suffer in that a lot. I once met this Nigerian celebrity, and then he was telling me, the celebrities are suffering so much. Sometimes it is not what they want, but it is what society is programmed them into. Some of the bloggers, when they take a photo of you today wearing your brown jacket, and tomorrow they will see you again in that brown jacket, they will bring the old photo, and then they will just, what do they call it? They will put this photo here, and they will put the other one next to it, and they will say, oh, yes, so and so is wearing the same dress. Why? It's because the world now thinks that what we accumulate materially is what defines us. And it is placed many of us into states of depression. Because when we don't have what we will put on for the world to know that we are amazing, we are looking good in our physical bodies, we think we have lost it all. There are people who possess wealth, power, and comfort, yet they remain restless and unfulfilled because their inner being is starved of the truth. Their body will thrive, but their spirit languishes in darkness. Such a life, though outwardly, to the eyes, is very successful, but it mirrors spiritual death. So, we can be in this life living all right, but we can be carnally dead. There is also what we call conscious dying. Conscious dying. When you live consciously, you are preparing yourself for conscious dying as well. I always love our transition from our mother's womb to this human life. Now, when we are in our mother's womb, we know what we are there to do. We are there to develop the organs that we'll be using in this human life. For some reasons, if you do not develop those organs in your mother's womb, when the time comes for you to exit, and you think, oh, I have not developed these things, so I don't even want to come. No. You can't stay there forever. We will open your mother's womb for you to come. You will have to come at all cost. However, if you have developed all the organs that you need in your mother's womb, everything is intact. When the time comes and then you hear, push, you are happy to come. You are consciously exiting the placenta life into the human life. Likewise, when you come here and then you consciously live, when you consciously participate in life, when the time comes, you will embrace death. In the Eastern religions, there are some gurus or spiritual masters who can even choose the time and the place to die. They can choose it to die. Because they know that when they are dying, it is not the end of them. Remember, your birth was never your beginning, and your death is never going to be your end. So when they know they have lived consciously, when death is coming, they are not scared. I know many of you may have known there was once our guru was about to exit the body. He's told us several times, isn't it? Oh, he was so happy to leave. Would we also be so happy when the time comes for us to leave? Before death, this is what some spiritual masters or traditions and what have you have taught us. As death approaches, there are subtle changes, not only in the body, but in the vibrational field of the soul. Many spiritual traditions affirm that the life force begins to withdraw upward, that is towards the North Pole, aligned with the magnetic pole of the North, and it is symbolizing ascension and return to higher consciousness. That is what it symbolizes. And in that moment, I remember a certain quote that I picked from a certain movie. It says, "At the moment of death, you catch a glimpse of the truth." At the moment of death, you catch a glimpse of the truth. Once again, let's go back to our school days. The moment that you hear that there is going to be examination, you catch a glimpse of the truth that you should have revised, you should have studied. But at that time, what more can you do? Back in school, I had a friend who, when they were enjoying, when every evening, university life, just like life is giving us choices, you are not being controlled as to you learning or you studying. So Cape Coast University, when we finish lectures in the evening, they will go to town. Okay, they will go to Ogua town to enjoy themselves. By the time they come back from town, they are so drunk. And when there is examination, then this person will come chasing us. The very ones who have done our studies, our revision, they will come chasing us. Oh, please, can you teach me this one? But you, when we were learning, you were enjoying. Yes, so it is that moment that we catch a glimpse of the truth that, hey, we were called to duty. We were called to do what the Master sent us to do. So in that moment where you are moving away from your physical body They say you have a playback. The playback is not to tell you for judgment. It's not for judgment purposes. No, it is not for judgment purposes. No, that is not for judgment purposes. But it is to let you know that this is what you have done. There are people who hold grudges, and in their moment of death, they wished those things never happened. But they are moving on to the next phase with that consciousness. And it's a big challenge to move into the next phase with that kind of consciousness. Our guru will tell you, when you sleep ignorant, you will wake up ignorant as well. The consciousness with which you are dying, you are going to wake up in the next life in that consciousness. And that is why it is good to die consciously. If we know that when we die, it is not the end of us, we will make sure that when we are moving to the next phase, we are going prepared. We wouldn't go holding so many things at our back, holding us. So the thought of death is not to scare us. Our guru will tell you, if the thought of death scares you, you are already dead. There is this woman who is sent the daughter to Russia to do medicine. And when the daughter was going, she was so worried. She was so scared. Oh, who is going to take care of my daughter for me? So I was talking to her and I was telling her, you see, sometimes we human beings, we think it is we who do anything, especially the mothers, the fathers. We think it is we who take care of our children. It is life that takes care of our children through us. So I told this woman, the life that is taking care of your child here in the United Kingdom, that same life will take care of your child all the way in Russia. When we get to that moment of we dying and then we perhaps leaving our children, no matter how old they are, that alone can hold us back in this life. But come to that place of knowing that it is not you taking care of your child. It is life taking care of your child through you. And this life that is filled with infinite possibilities will certainly have its own way of taking care of what it needs to take care of. So when death is coming, embrace it. But the first thing is, do what you have to do consciously to be able to exercise your spiritual organs so that when you move into the next phase, certainly you will be happy over there. You see, there's also one thing that we usually say when someone dies, and then sometimes we write some tributes. We say till we meet again. You know that you will meet the person again. You know it. But why that sadness? You know you will meet that person again. Why that sadness? Because of the emotional attachment. Because we are so physically attached to ourselves. But when we begin to see ourselves as spiritual entities, what then happens is, when someone is moving on, you will see that person you will view that person by their spiritual virtues of love, their spiritual virtues of creativity, and their spiritual virtues of intelligence. By so doing, when the physical body is off the scene, the person is still here. So in a Ethereum mission, we try to tell ourselves that when someone dies or when a family member passes on, try to embody the spiritual essence of that individual. One of the things that you love so much, that was so much of benefit to you, by so doing, the person is still alive. Is Jesus still alive? Jesus is still alive. Yes. His spiritual essence is still alive. The love that he showed is still alive. It's an example unto us. The care that he showed is still alive. His truest essence, which is his spirit, is still alive unto us. When someone dies, one of the things that we know we do is we perform ceremonies. Now, funerals have become a cliche. Mm-hmm. When you go to Ghana now, if your funeral does not have benku, it doesn't have fufu, it doesn't have dihu, it doesn't have all the food. No. That is a low-class funeral. We spend so much money on funerals. And that is why we love the way the Muslims do their burial. Someone may be alive, and that person may not even have something to eat. But when they die, the Bushapeni, the family head, will be able to find money to buy the most expensive coffin to bury the person. So this person living was not even taken care of. But when they die, hey, it's a moment of making money. Yeah, we know what is happening when it comes to one of our favorite musicians in Ghana, isn't it? Yes, it's money-making time. Mm-hmm. So, when we are doing these ceremonies, it should be modest. It should be modest. And the best of all ways is, if someone is to die and we are to hold memory or a memorial service, we want to perform an act that will help us remember that individual. Wisdom should tell us that it should be we continuing in a virtue that he believed in. So while this person was alive, if he believed in the fact that I would want to take care of younger children, I would want to take care of the young ones, I would want to support children in their education, what do you think we should do when the person moves on? We hold on to that virtue. But that is not what we do now. Funerals have become a place of enjoyment. Instead of it becoming a place whereby we, the living, we begin to reflect if we are truly living, because there will be a time that it is going to be our funeral as well. When we were young, we saw our fathers going to funeral a lot. Yes, over time, some of us, we have lost some of the parents, and then we have now taken up the charge of going to funerals. Our we will die, and our children will come and continue. You like it or you don't like it, it is the fact of life. It will certainly happen, right? It will certainly happen. So funerals shouldn't be so extravagant. It should be that moment of reflection. And then we blessing the soul that is come unto this life to be able to sojourn in joy and in peace. We often hear of ghosts. And Tony, do you have ghosts in Nigeria? You know where ghosts come from? You see, the ghost should not scare you. The ghost simply means that soul that is still hovering here in this sphere. You see, when we die, we have several phases that we go through. The immediate phase is that moment where we are still in denial that we are dead. We will be in denial. Sometimes there were some unfinished businesses that we should have dealt with. So we hear several stories that some people will die in this area, and then someone who didn't know they were dead, they will see the person from another place. The very moment that person hears that, hey, this person is dead, oh, the person knows he's dead, though. Yes, they know they are dead, but they have some unfinished business. So the first phase, or the first thing that happens at the immediate phase of death is you being in denial. Then you go to the intermediate phase. There you are preparing yourself to move into where you have to be finally. So the moment you die, oh, am I dead? Oh yes, you are. And when there is unfinished business, that is when you don't want to you don't want to exit. You just be hovering around. So spiritual masters who know this, when someone is about to die, they speak through the left ear, and then they will begin to affirm the goodness of that person. As the person's head is facing the north, you are just preparing him. And in that moment, as they say, there are some spiritual masters, or there are forces that are helping you to move on. I always hear Brother Kofi Ahoga talk about the moment that Brother Boateng of blessed memory was passing on. To the very ones who were there, they say it was just beautiful. Just pronouncing his goodness as he was exiting, telling him the good things that he has done. It makes the journey beautiful. And as he was going, they say, when you are going, your ancestors, you know your ancestors, not your real ancestors, they also come to embrace you. It's like when you go to a place where you don't know, and the people who are already there are embracing you. Oh, don't worry. This is a beautiful place. It's a lovely place. As I'm saying it, you say, hey, death is going to be sweet, isn't it? Yes. They will be embracing you. Oh, this is a lovely place. It's a place where you come to experience greater joy. So you have these forces just taking you on as well when you are in that moment. So the ghosts are the very ones who have not yet come to terms with the fact that they need to move on. And yet they will be still hovering around us. One of the things that we need to do that will help us when it comes to death is what we call absolute life processing. That is one of the things that I do quite a lot. Now, as we are here, if death is to come at this very moment, would we be happy to embrace it? Someone is saying sure. But someone is saying, no, hey, I have not finished the litigation on my land. I have not finished building my house for my children. There are certain things that we want to do. And there are certain things that we know are not sitting right in our lives. As we are here, we know ourselves. Spiritually, where we are. We know ourselves socially. We know ourselves financially. We know ourselves much deeper. With absolute life processing, what we are simply doing is we are making sure that we are on track when it comes to we living a fulfilled life. So in that state of mind, in that consciousness, whatever the case may be, if death should come, you know you are only ascending to a higher self. It is something that we should be doing daily. Daily and daily. Now, a person may accumulate wealth, yet feel hollow, I said earlier on, while another who lives simply, but radiates joy and kindness, enriches everyone they meet. The latter fulfills the command to replenish the earth for their being multiples life wherever that they go. You see, Scripture tells us that we are here to expand, multiply, and replenish. It is not about you giving birth. If we are spiritual beings created in the spiritual image and likeness of God, then we are here to replenish this earth with our virtues. When you die, you wouldn't be known so much of the many children that you gave birth to. As our guru will tell you, your children are not the ones that come through your loins or your thighs. Your children are the ones that you grow through. So if we are to expand and grow and to become more, what it simply means is we need to expand in our spiritual virtues. We need to become more of what God is as our lives. And when we are in that place of we being more of our spiritual virtues, the fear of death is dissolved. Truly speaking, when you are in this place, when sickness is even coming, it doesn't sting you. When there is sickness, nothing scares you. Because if death should come, you know it's your gain. It is you moving on onto another phase of life. In summary, the glory of death is more than a discourse on mortality. It is a sacred revelation about life's true continuity. It teaches that death is not the cessation of being, but the transformation of our consciousness. We are a field of energy. And as Albert Einstein said, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. So just as when we die and we go back to the elements, we as energies, we are transformed into manure to make the oranges at the cemetery more tasty. Right? You go back to the earth. That is what you came from. So we transform. We don't end. We transform. That is what death is all about. Now, physically, as years come by, yes, we can die. It is not a punishment. It is nature's way of making sure the best is happening to it. If you have a tree and you realize that some of the leaves on there are dead or some of the fruits on there are rotten, will you leave it there? You take it off, isn't it? So when you are growing old, sometimes we become so much of a burden onto the living. We become so much of a burden. So when the time comes for you physically to go, we have to go. Now, the most deadly one is for you to be alive and to be dead, living carnally, materially. You have lost touch with what you are here to do. You are living dead. So some people, as back in school, we were told some people were just walking through university. They just go through it just like that. And when the time comes, they have graduated. They don't even care if they got third class or pass or what have you. But the very ones who the university went through, they are very conscious as to the class that they got. Someone wouldn't even want to get a lower, upper class. They want the upper class. It's because they know the reason why they were in school. We should come to the awareness of why we are here and know that there will come a time that we call death. And when that time comes, we will realize that everything that we have is never ours. What and who we are in our spiritual virtues is what we own. And we know, and we have heard it several times, that when even we die, not a single pin are we going to take with us of all the many things that we have gotten. But our spiritual virtues, our legacy, that is what stands for us. So, beyond death, what of you remains? That is a question that we have to take with us. Death is a certainty. You know the cosmic divine imperative declaration, isn't it? I did not bring myself here on earth. Let's go on. And I cannot afford not to be here. And I cannot resist exiting from here. Oh, yes. Can you resist? No, you can't. So whatever brought itself as you is cosmic divine imperative. So you are cosmic divine imperative. Live to that imperative status. Live to what God is as you. And when death comes, you will say, oh God, here I am. I'm coming to you. Embrace me. Enjoy. On this note, I will say, God bless you. Shall we enter into our transformational meditation? Sitting in the Ethereum Mission meditative posture, hands on your lap, gently allow your eyes to close. The glory of death. What were you learning in the course of the teaching today? You're learning 1, learning 2, learning 3. And what were your revelations as well? Revelations are things I did not say. But as the message went on, they flashed on your mind. With this new awareness in your learning and your revelations, what is that new you? Living consciously, living for the promotion of life. What is that new you? Using all that life is giving you as a means to grow your soul. Observe the new you. That is fully aligned with spirit. The new you, consciously living, preparing you for your conscious death. In this awareness, the fear of death is dissolved. Death is no more our enemy. It is a means of our transition. And we embrace death to live consciously. Brother, we get ready to bring the session to an end. Let your in and out breath withdraw you back to your physical body. Be very certain that you are here. And with your next in and out breath, holding it for 3 seconds. On your out breath, gently allow your eyes to open. Thank you. End of session. And the place where cosmic divine imperative is pushing me to do the imperative. I bless you. I bless you. God bless you.
God bless you. We thank our Reverend Samuel Aqua for giving us this wonderful teaching of the glory of death. As we all, there is a saying that goes, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everyone. The Bible tells us we are created in the image and likeness of God. And we know God is spirit. So for us to go to God, we have to go in spirit. And how do you go in spirit? Definitely you have to die. So if you go for a funeral and the person is being laid in state, ask yourself, what am I to leave behind? What status, what virtues am I to leave behind when I am also laid in state? This is what I leave for us to ponder on. God bless you. Now it's time for contributions. Anyone want to contribute on the topic, the glory of death? Yeah. You have this.
God bless you, Ethereum Mission. I just want to add and ask something about this particular subject. Because I'm sure all of us, when we sleep, sometimes we come out of our body and we go to certain places and then we come back. Is it part of death? Because I've been with this sort of thing 3 times. The first one was immensely beautiful, totally different. And people talk about these sort of things. I don't know if they know. But
sorry, please, can you raise your voice a bit?
People talk a lot about this sort of stuff. Maybe they have also gone through it because it's something which you see the colors of, what do you call it, the trees, the flowers, so vivid and so different. And the first one I saw, I was walking and I was seeing a hill. And the next time, it's like, oh, what dropped me here? And then I started going, and then all of a sudden I was on the hill, and the cleanliness and beauty and everything was so different. And the smell of the air, everything. You can feel people around you, but you don't see them. And then later, I reached somewhere coming from west to the east. And then it's like I've transformed again with white clothing, with vivid, what do you call, like diamond kind of, and the ground everywhere was so clean and nice. And then all of a sudden, I entered a room full of people, everybody wearing white, with a white floor. And then one man passed, and another one was a lady. And I said, am I dead or am I alive? And then all of a sudden, I woke up. I don't know if this is death. And the second one, I can't remember fully. So I would live there. The third one, the beauty actually is out of this world. The smell of the trees, the grass, the flowers. It's all different. So first I panicked. I said, am I dead or am I alive? I wasn't sure. So afterwards, I woke up again. And then my mom had a stroke 2 years ago, and she was in recovery ward. And then I went there. She said, only 1 or 2 people can come here. So, and then she said she was sleeping. Just now you reached here, I woke up. I thought I was dead. I said, why? She said she went somewhere and the beauty and the people is totally different. And she couldn't believe it. I said, oh, so you too, you've been through these sort of things? Because I've been through 3 times. He said, there's something somewhere which is much beautiful than what we live in. And I said, Uncle Joe also said, my eldest uncle, when he was departing, he said he's not coming back, he's going. Because the people there are beautiful, everything is out of this world, and he doesn't know why he have to live in this world. So he's going. And then he left. So I believe in this sort of things that it exists. Thank you.
Well, I think he answered himself. This is what we call in the Ethereum mission out of the body experience. Mm-hmm. So, the spirit cannot be contained at one place. The spirit can move wherever that he chooses to go. The spirit can go to another planet and enjoy whatever is there and come back. You remember what we did in locational processing? Feel you, experience you in the sun. It is the spirit that is going there. It is not your body, your physical body that is going there. So we have out of the body experience that will make you experience. The very ones who know how to do this can use this and then download ideas from so many people. So you can have an out of body experience and then you experience another individual and then tap some ideas from that person. So it is beautiful, certainly beautiful. So you know death is going to be sweet, isn't it? God bless you.
Any more question time? Okay. Shall we prepare ourselves for worship? Asatoma Sant Gamaya Tomasoma Yodi Gamaya Amerituma Ameritan Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Asatoma Sant Gamaya Tomasoma Yodi Gamaya Amerituma Ameritan Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti. Brethren, as we are in the silence, joy in consciousness with me, as I evoke to the ancestors, the masters, to come and support us. We will pray on our desires. I evoke the spirit of the air by thy angel, holy Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. Come and breathe your life unto us, that our lives will continue to birth new ideas that will do to guide us in our lives. I evoke the spirit of the Son by thy holy angel, Michael, Michael, Michael.
Holy.
Come and transform and transmute yourself in us, that will see the face of life. I evoke the spirit of the waters by the holy angel Gabriel, Gabriel, Gabriel.
Holy. Holy.
Come and restore, purify, and refresh our being that we will use to unfold the lives of humanity. I evoke the spirit of the earth by the holy angel Aniel, Aniel, Aniel.
Holy. Holy.
Come and stable us. Show us, lead us to the unconditional love. Establish us that will be grounded unto us in our lives. Brethren, at this moment, pray for your desires, knowing that all that you are calling forth, all that you are desiring, see, acknowledge the manifestation of these desires. O great and mighty ones, we are grateful and thankful that all that we have prayed, all that we have desires, we know and we acknowledge that it is happening. It is unfolding and it's establishing in and through our lives. Brethren, we'll be coming out shortly. Feeling more relaxed. Be in the present. Turning your head to the left. Bringing it back to the center. Turning to the right. Bringing it back to the center. Taking a deep in and out breath. And gently allow your eyes to open. God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. I would like to say a big thank you to each and every one making it a point to attend for today's service, making it successful. As we all know, our Guru will be coming. And the date will be on the 11th. So as he is preparing to meet us, we should also get ready, get ourselves prepared to meet him and fraternize with him as he will be here. And he will also be taking over on 31st of December. he'll be taking the podium. So we all should make a point to be here so that whilst he is here, we'll continue to enjoy him. Coming Wednesday, as usual, is our crystal service, whereby we meet here 1 hour from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. that we crystallize with the forces of light and for the benefit of humanity and for ourselves. And next week, Sunday, too, we'll all be here to minister unto our lives and the lives of humanity. I believe today the children are having something behind there. And I know the mothers have prepared something. Even though it's for the kids, at this moment we all be kids. So after the service, we all join them and then we enjoy with them. God bless you. Offertory, please.
When you give, you call your blessing home. Like seeds that fall, they rise and bloom. Every gift makes your spirit grow. The more you share, the more you know. Yemana yenyankoso, we give and we prosper. Yemana yenyankoso, we give and we prosper. Give and grow, my brother, give and grow. My sister, give with soul. Woman, I open koso. In giving we are free. Love we rise. The more we share, the more we realize.
Giving is not losing, it's planting. When your hands open, heaven smiles. The drum of life beats for the one who gives. For every gift is a dance of the soul. Give and grow, give and grow. Give and grow, give and grow. Give and grow, give and grow. Woman, I walk back, cause give to build the lives we know.
Tum pandaru bel pan logo aksate jembe.
Giving opens everything.
Oh percussion full tum pandaru bel pan logo aksate jembe.
Giving opens everything.
Oh percussion full tum pandaru bel pan logo aksate jembe.
Giving opens everything.
Oh percussion full tum pandaru bel.
Shall we share the grace? We pray.
The eternal grace of God abounds within my soul, and as the flower unfolds its radiant beauty, so do I unfold the divine attributes of the living God. I am whole, I am complete, and God directed always, and so it is. Amen.
Beings of light, we call upon you and you hearken to our call.
Yes.
We bid you to return to your higher offices where the Lord God has appointed you to be.
Yes.
Until we called you to support us until another time.
Mm-hmm.
From the center of me, from the place where God indwells as me, I bless you.
I bless you.
I bless you.
I bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Shall we greet our fellow with the staff? I am Source Power Alive.